Good everyone, welcome to another episode of your favorite tutor, and today is your favorite tutor on mathematics. Alright, today we are going to be talking about simple equation, an equation that is very simple, whereby the variable is raised to the power of 1. So we can say that a simple equation is more like a linear equation. Alright, for example, let us see something like this example. 2x plus 7 equals to what? 15. Right here, we can see that the variable x is raised to the power of what? 1. So this makes this equation linear, and we can say it's a simple equation, very simple to solve. Alright, if we were to solve for x, we are going to make s the subject formula of the equation. Alright, let us solve for x. So therefore, I can say solution, this is what? 2x, alright, 7 plus 7, we take plus 7 out to cross over the equality sign, and when it cross over the equality sign, it changes to what? Minus 7. So therefore, this is 2x equals to what? 15 minus what? 7. So this is what? 2x equals to 15 minus 7 is what? 8. Then we divide both sides by what? 2. Therefore, 2x divided by what? 2 equals to what? 8 divided by what? 2. Why do we divide both sides by 2? Because 2 is the coefficient of what? X. We divide both sides by the coefficient of x so that x can stand on its own. So therefore, 2 cancels out 2, which is 1. 1 times x is what? X. You can see that s take one side of the what? The equation. So this is x equals to what? 8 divided by 2 is what? 4. So this is our answer, the value for what? X. Alright, I have some questions on the board. We are going to solve these ones. Alright, we'll start from number 1. Okay, you can pause the video and then put this down on your notes before we move further. Okay, let us solve the first one. Alright, the first one said 60 equals to what? 4x plus what? 4. So we have to solve for the value of what? X. So this is what? 60 equals to what? 4x plus what? 4. Solving for the value of what? X. So this is the same thing as this 60 plus what? 4 equals to 4x plus what? 4. Alright. The number that have a variable is this. So we allow this to stand on one side. So therefore, we'll take plus 4 to cross over the equality sign. And when plus 4 cross over the equality sign, it changes to what? Minus 4. So this is what? 60 minus what? 4 equals to what? 4x. 60 minus 4 is what? 56. This is 56 equals to what? 4x. 56 equals to 4x. The same thing as what? 4x equals to what? 56. We just change sides, switch. It's the same thing. If this is equals to this, it means that this is also equals to this. So therefore, 4s is also equals to what? 56. It's the same thing, so nothing wrong. So therefore, we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of x to make s stand on its own. What is the coefficient of x? The number that is attached to x. And which number is that? Or the number multiplying x, which number is what? 4. So therefore, divide both sides by what? 4. So this is what? 4x all over what? 4 equals to what? 56 all over what? 4. 4 cancel out 4. So therefore, this is x equals to, alright, 4 going to what? 56 is what? 14. So x is equals to what? 14. So this is our answer to the word question. Alright, you can put this down on your notes. However, we'll move forward to the word next one. Okay, we are back again. All right, this is what number 2, the second one right here. It is what 4x minus 35 divided by 2 all over 2 equals to what 3x. All right, so solve for this. Let us break it out again. This is what 4x minus 35 all over what 2 equals to what 3x. And see that this one is a fraction, while this is just a whole number. What we have to do is to cross multiply. Do what? Cross multiply. Cross multiply. When we cross multiply, this is all over 1. So therefore 2 times 3x is what? 6x equals to, now everything here, 4x minus 35. 4x minus 35 times 1. So cross multiply, 2 is going to multiply this, while this is going to multiply this. So therefore 4x minus 35 times 1 is the same thing as what? 4x minus what? 35. Nothing changes because it's 1. So therefore, we now do what? Collect like terms. Collect like terms. Now the idea of collecting like terms, the variable that have x, the variable x, we take it to one side. That's the term that have what? X, we take it to one side. While the one that don't have x, we take it to the other side. So therefore, this is what? 6x. 6x. This is what? 4x. So we take it to this other side. 4x right here is what? Positive. So when it crosses over to the other side, it changes to what? Negative. Is what? Minus 4x equals to what? Minus 35. So let's continue. 6x minus 4x is what? 2x. This is 2x equals to what? Minus 35. We are solving for what? X. We'll now divide both sides by the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x right here? Alright, the coefficient of x right here is what? 2. Divide both sides by what? By 2. So therefore this is 2x divided by 2 equals to what? Minus 35 divided by what? 2. So cancel out 2. This is what? X equals to what? Minus 35 divided by 2, the same thing as minus 17 number 1 over what? 2. So this is our what? Answer to the what? Question. So this is the value for what? X. You can see that the equation is very simple to solve. Very, very simple. Alright, let us look at this. The other one, number what? 3. This number 3 consists of what? Fraction. We have a bracket here. Okay, all right. Just put this down, then we'll move on to what? Number 3. And then we'll see how far we can do it. We'll do it together. All right. All right, here it is. Yeah, we can see that what we have here, this is a what? Fraction. We have a what? A bracket here, and also the other side of the what? Equation. Alright, the first thing we need to do, first of all, we'll work with the what? The bracket. We are going to expand the bracket. Alright, let us expand the bracket. If I want to expand this bracket, we'll use what is outside to multiply what is inside. So therefore 1 over 2 is outside, we use to multiply what is inside. We expand the brackets. So this is what? 2 all over what? 5 minus what? 7x all over what? 2 plus, this is what? 1, this is all over 1, as the case may be. So 1 times x is what? X. 2 times 1 is what? 2. So it's what? X all over 2. Then 1 over 2 again times what? 1 over what? 3. So 1 times 1 plus 1 times 1 is what? 1. And then 2 times 3 is what? 6. So therefore it's equals to what? Minus 5 over what? 2 plus what? X. So we have what? Expand the what? Brackets. So our next step to do is to collect like terms. You can see that we have x here, we have x here, we have x here. So take you want to have value of x to one side and the numbers of fraction to the other side. So let us arrange it properly. We collect like terms. So therefore, this is x. This one is positive. Should come first. So this is what? X all over what? 2 minus 7x all over what? 2. Now this one is what? X, and is what? Positive. You take it, you cross over the equality sign, it changes to what? Minus x, minus what? X, or let us say x over 1, all over 1, which is the same. So this equals to what? Minus 5 all over what? 2. Minus 5 over what? 2. Alright, look at this other one here. 2 over what? 5 is positive. So when you cross over the equality sign, it changes to what? Negative, minus what? 2 over what? 5. Alright, look at another one here. 1 over what? 6. When you cross over the equality sign, it changes to negative, minus what? 1 over what? 6. So what we have here, we have the what? The right hand side and the what? Left hand side. They are all in what? Fraction. And to add or subtract fraction, the first thing we need to do is to look for the what? LCM of the denominators. Right here, the LCM of this denominator right here is what? 2. So this is the LCM. 2. 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Times x is what? X. Minus 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Times 7x is what? 7 what? X. Minus 1 divided by what? 2 is what? 2 times x times x is what? 2x equals to, so the LCM here is what? The LCM here is what? 30. This is what? 2 divided by 1 divided by 2. Okay, yeah. The LCM here is what? 30. 30. Okay. So alright, 30 divided by 2 is what? 15. 15 times 5, this is what? Minus 75. Minus 30 divided by 5, this is what? 6. 6 times 2, this is what? 12. Okay, 30 divided by 6 is what? 5. 5 times 1, this is what? 5. Okay, let us sum up the words, what we have here. We sum the numerator, and then we'll see what we have. This is what? X. This is what? Minus 7x minus 2x. Minus 7x, it means that you are owing. Minus 2x, you are still owing again, because negative means that you are owing, isn't it? Minus 7x minus 2x is what? Minus 9x. 9x all over what? 2 is equals to what? Equals to what? If you sum up everything here, we have what? Minus 92 all over what? 30. Okay, let's move further. Let's move further. This is what? Minus 9x is mean that you are owing. Okay, since you are owing, this is what? X. This is the one you have. So you have just one x, and then you are owing 9 what? X. So when you pay your debt, you are still owing, which is what? Minus 8 what? X all over what? 2 equals to what? Minus 92 over what? 30. Okay, let's go on. So this is minus 8 over what? 2. 2 can divide 8, which is what? 4. So this is what? Minus 4x equals to what? Minus 92 over what? 30. Okay. So we have what? Minus 4x equals to minus 92 over what? 30. Let's move further. So therefore, we are going to divide both sides by the coefficient of what? I don't want to simplify this one yet. I want to show you guys I want to do another thing. So I can also simplify this numerator and denominator, because 2 can divide each other, but let's leave it. Let's leave that one. All right, let's divide both sides by the coefficient of what? X, to make x stand on its own. Very simple. So what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x right here is what? -4. So therefore divide both sides by what? -4. Okay, can you guys see this side of the board? Alright, divide both sides by what? -4. So this is what? -4x divided by -4 equals to what? -92 over what? 30 divided by what? -4. Are you still with me? Okay. So therefore, minus divided by minus is what? Plus. 4 divided by 4 is what? 1. So this we cancel out. So is what? X, and the x is what? Positive. So this is equals to, now we don't solve mathematics like this. We have to change the word sign. So we change the sign to what? Multiplication. This is -4 over 1. Then we change the sign to multiplication. The divider will switch side. The divider will take the word? The inverse. So therefore, this is the word? The divider. -4 is the divider. So if we change this sign to what? Multiplication, this divider will change to the word? The inverse. So this is what? -92 over what? 30. This is what? The division changes to what? Multiplication. The divider will take the inverse, become 1 over what? -4. Are you still with me? Now this minus sign is for everything here. It's for both the numerator and what? Denominator. So therefore this is x equals to, alright, 4, okay, let's say 2 can divide 4, leaving what? 2, and 2 can also divide what? 92, which is what? 2 can divide 92, which is what? 46. Okay, 2 can also divide 2 himself with 1. 2 divided by 46 is what? 23. So therefore this is equals to what? -23 all over what? 30 times what? -1 over what? 1. Are you guys still with me? Okay, let's go on. This is therefore x equals to what? Minus times minus is what? Plus. 23 times what? 1 is what? 23 all over what? 30 times 1 is what? 30. Therefore x is equals to what? 23 over what? 30. So this is the what? Value for what? X. You can see that this is very what? Simple. You just follow the rules and then you realize that it's very what? Easy. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Please put it down. Alright, let's continue. Alright, the last one we have here, this is 3 over what? 3 over 10x minus 3 over 5 equals to 1 over what? 2. Now to solve for this solution, this x belongs to the numerator. It might stay at the center, but it belongs to the what? Numerator. This is what? 3x all over what? 10 minus what? 3 over what? 5 equals to what? 1 over what? 2. Now there's another method for us to evaluate this. We use to evaluate this. Let us clear fraction. You can see that we have this is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is a fraction. For us to clear the fraction, we are going to multiply through by the what? The LCM of all denominators. So we do what? Clear fraction. Clear fraction, make each term a whole number. Now to make each term a whole number, we are going to do what? Multiply through by the what? LCM of all denominators. How many denominators we have here? 3 denominators. The first one is what? 10. The second one is what? 5. The third one is what? 2. So what can divide? 2. 2 divided by 10 is what? 5. This is what? 5. This is 1. Then 5 again. 1, 1, 1. So therefore LCM is equals to what? 2 times 5, which is equals to what? 10. So we multiply through by what? 10 to clear the fraction. So this is 10 times what? 3x over what? 10 minus 10 times what? 3 over what? 5 equals to what? 10 times 1 over what? 2. So 10 cancel out 10. This is what? 3x. 3x minus 10 divided by 5 is what? 2. 2 times 3 is what? 6 minus 6 equals to what? 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. 5 times 1 is what? 5 equals to what? 5. You can see that this method is very what? Easy. If you look at it, now they have denominators. We have a fraction before. We clear the fraction. It's now very simple. Just a whole number. Very easy to solve right now. So therefore, this is equals to what? 3x equals to, take minus 6 out. When you cross over the equality sign, it changes to what? Plus 6. This is what? 5 plus what? 6. Therefore, this is 3x equals to what? 11. We'll now divide both sides by what? The coefficient of x, which is what? 3. This is 3x divided by what? 3 equals to what? 11 divided by what? 3. This cancel out. Therefore, x is equals to what? 11 divided by 3. 3 number 2 all over what? 3. So this is the what? Answer to what? The question. You can see that this is very beautiful. Alright, I'm going to drop some assignment on the board, and then I'm sure you do that, and then you learn better. You use the principle I use, and you see that it's very easy and very, very simple. Okay. Alright, this is the assignment. 0.5y minus 4 equals to what? Minus 6 plus 1.5y. While the other one is what? 3a all over what? 4 minus 2a all over what? 3 equals to 1 over 3 over what? 4. So we come to the what? End of this episode. Once again, thank you very much. I remain your favorite tutor. God bless you, and please subscribe to the channel to get notification for all incoming videos. God bless you.